A pleasant good morning to you all, dear students. I hope all of you are doing great in these difficult situations. During this pandemic situation, it is always better to stay home and stay safe. Nothing to be worried and nothing to be panicked. Always stay calm and stay safe. So far in the previous chapter, we have talked in detail about the various types of life processes in detail, right? So as a part of that, we have talked about nutrition in organisms, we have talked about respiration in organisms, we have talked in detail about transportation in organisms, and also excretion in organisms. We can consider all these life processes as basic functions or basic characteristic features that are performed by different types of living organisms. When we clearly observe the living organisms, along with all these life processes, or including with all these life processes, another important characteristic feature we can observe in the different types of living organisms that are surviving on the surface of Earth. Before going to enter into that topic, let me give you a few examples. If you clearly observe your surroundings, a dog can give birth to a puppy, right? If you put a mango seed in the soil, it will produce a small mango plant. And if you clearly observe, human beings are able to give birth to their young ones. So what I mean to tell you here is, the different types of living organisms are able to produce their young ones. That is none other than in an important life process called as reproduction. I think so now you have got an idea about what topic we are going to learn in this chapter. That is, how do organisms reproduce? So in this chapter, in detail, we are going to talk about how the different types of organisms are able to produce their young ones. What type of mechanism they adapted to produce their young ones in detail, we are going to talk about it. So before going to enter into the exact topic, let us see what is the definition for the word reproduction. The word itself, it is telling reproduction. That means they are able to produce their own young ones. So let me give you the exact definition for reproduction. The word reproduction. The process of production of new individuals of their own kind. I repeat, the process of production of new individuals of their own kind. Nothing else. Just they are able to produce their young ones. But I have added a word and I have specified a word here, of their own kind. That means a species of living organisms. As human beings, we all belong to the species humans. Dogs all belong to the species dog. Cats all belong to the species cat, right? So a cat is able to give birth to a kitten. It can't give birth to a puppy, right? Humans are able to give birth to humans. They can't give birth to monkeys. What I mean to tell you here is, living organisms or a particular species of organisms are able to produce their young ones of their own kind. A banana tree will give banana fruits. It can't give apple fruits. So, if it is a living thing, it is able to produce its young ones or young ones of their own kind in a process called as reproduction. Do you understand now? I think all of you have clear now what is the word meaning reproduction. So, why is reproduction? I have already mentioned reproduction is considered as a life process. The way how we have learnt about nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, all these are also called as what? Life processes. Why are they called as life processes? Because all these functions, all these basic processes are helpful for the survival of a living organism. If any one of this process is absent in any living organism, that particular living organism cannot survive. I'm not telling that altogether. If any one of this particular life process is absent in any living organism, it cannot survive. That means all these are helpful for the survival of a living organism. So these are called as what? Life processes. I am telling here reproduction is also a life process, or it is also considered as a life process. But it is nowhere, it is not at all helpful for the survival of a living organisms. Surprising to listen. Because normally, the processes which are helpful for the survival of a living organisms are called as life processes, but reproduction is nowhere helpful for the survival of a living organism, even though it is considered as a life process. You may get a doubt here. So, what is the reason behind considering reproduction as a life process? If you see, reproduction is the one and only process which is able to, or which is helpful to continue, or which is helpful for the continuation and perpetuation of a species. You imagine, in the lifetime of a living thing, one of the important characteristic feature is it has to die, maybe because of accidents, or maybe because of old age, or maybe because of in any other reasons. A living thing has to die after leading certain lifetime. Once when the living thing is dead, its species has to be continued, right? So, which process is helpful for the continuation of species on the surface of the earth? Reproduction is the one and only process which is helpful for the continuation of species on the surface of earth. Not only helpful for the continuation, it is helpful for the perpetuation of species from one generation to the other. I think all of you may have listened about dinosaurs. There are so many reasons behind the extinction of the species dinosaur, but one of the important reasons also considered is they have lost the ability to reproduce their young ones. So, if organisms lose the ability to reproduce their young ones after certain period of time, their species has to be disappeared from the surface of earth. But it is not happening because there is a process which is helpful for the continuation of species on the surface of the earth. Not only for the continuation of species, even it is helpful for the perpetuation. Perpetuation in the sense carrying the characteristics of parents from one generation to the other. It is helpful for the perpetuation of species. That is the reason why reproduction, though it is not helpful for the survival of a living organism, it is also considered as a life process. I think now all of you have understood why it is considered as a life process. Got it? Now move to the next topic. What is the importance of reproduction? Very important. Why reproduction is important? As I have already told you, reproduction is important for the continuation of species on the surface of earth. If species need to be continued, if the species want to be continued on the surface of the earth, the one and only process that is helpful for their continuation is reproduction. Second important reason behind the importance of reproduction is to replace the number of dead living things. I have already told you, because of many reasons, maybe because of old age or accidents or natural calamities, maybe because of diseases, all the living organisms has to die after leading certain life. So to replace that number which has been lost on the surface of the earth, this reproduction process, by giving birth, it is adding new individuals to the species. So in this way, it is replacing the dead number. And the third one, to maintain the composition of a population. What is the word meaning population? A group of individuals of the same species is called as what? Population. In a healthy population, the ratio of infants, the ratio of adults, the ratio of old people should be always maintained in a exact way. So when the infants are becoming as adult people, or when adults are becoming as old people, their number need to be replaced. How it can be possible by adding the new number. So which process is helpful for adding the new number or to maintain the composition of population? Reproduction is the process which is helpful to maintain the composition of population. Last but not least, the last importance is for the creation of variations. Reproduction is important for the creation of variations. I repeat. So what are variations? In the coming topics in detail we will learn. But here, the last importance of reproduction is for the creation of variations. So definition of variations and how it is linked with reproduction in the coming topic we are going to learn in detail.